Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as I'm already in last year of my college, I'm going to tell you एकदम such that what you are never going to learn in your college days. Like guys, mark my word, कोई भी college हो, कोई भी degree हो, ये कुछ चीज़ है जो college में तुम लोग कभी नहीं सीखोगे. So make sure you watch till the end because this video is really going to help you a lot. We all spend almost our entire childhood being told what to do. Like go to school, get good marks, get into a college, go get a degree, and then you will be successful. Like this. But nobody really tells you what happens after that. Or suddenly you are sitting in college, attending classes, submitting assignments, giving exams, and somewhere between all of that you wonder, is this actually preparing me for a real life? And the answer is no. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. College can prepare you to pass an exam, but it doesn't necessarily prepare you to build a life. And I think a lot of us realize this way too late. We are taught how to get a degree, but not necessarily to get your first opportunity. And that's where things get scary because after spending years following a system, suddenly you are expected to figure out your career, your finances, your relationships, your confidence, your future. And it gets more hard because we are still figuring who we actually are, क्योंकि ये तो पहले किसी ने हमें सिखाया ही नहीं था. And social media makes it even worse. And I know it should be a joke if I say such things because we all are कहीं ना कहीं addicted to social media these days. But I think many of you will agree with me when I say that social media का एक part है जो हम लोग को बहुत emotional, बहुत overwhelm और बहुत ही ज़्यादा negative कर देता है. Like if we open Instagram, we can see that someone of our age is traveling. Okay, someone is starting a business, got an internship in a huge company, and someone is making a huge amount of money. And then there's this thought that what the hell am I doing in my life? But here's something nobody tells you, that you can be doing well in college and still feel completely lost. You can have good grades and you can have no idea what career you want. You can have a degree and still struggle to communicate your value. And you can be talented and still not know how to put yourself out there. And honestly, these are the things that start mattering once you leave college. Because the real world doesn't ask you what percentage you got in your first or second year. It asks, what can you actually do? Can you communicate? Can you solve problems? Can you work with difficult people? Can you create opportunities instead of waiting for someone to hand them to you? And honestly, this doesn't mean that college is useless. It isn't, of course. हम लोग को डिग्री उसी से मिलता है. कॉलेज हम लोग को नॉलेज, एक्सपोजर, एक्सपीरियंस एंड समटाइम्स अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी हम लोग को कॉलेज से मिलता है. बट द मिस्टेक इज थिंकिंग दैट योर डिग्री इज द फिनिश लाइन. Because it isn't. It's just one part of the story, and I think that's why so many of us feel cheated after graduating. Because mostly everyone follows the exact same formula. They went to class, they passed exams, they got the degree, and then they realize there was no formula for what comes next. And that's the part nobody prepares you for. If you're currently in college, I'm not going to tell you to make the most of your college years because honestly, that phrase means almost nothing. Instead, start paying attention to the things that your syllabus doesn't teach you. Like you can learn how to talk to people, you can improve your communication, learn how to present yourself, try things before you feel ready. Build something, get rejected, make mistakes, figure out what you actually like instead of blindly following what looks successful online. Because one day your final semester will end, your last assignment will be submitted, you will walk out of the college for the very last time, and nobody will tell you what to do next. And that's not supposed to scare you or anything, but it's supposed to remind you that your life was never meant to be completely planned by a syllabus. College can give you a degree, but what you do with the person you become during those years, that's completely up to you. According to me, that's the part that we should have been preparing for all along. And maybe that's the most uncomfortable part of college. You spend years preparing for exams, deadlines, and submission, but nobody tells you how to prepare for the life waiting on the other side. If you're currently in college, don't just focus on getting through it. Start figuring out what you want to take with you when it's over. The skills, the experience, the confidence, the failures, even the things you realize you don't want anymore. Because Eventually, college will end and you will have to build the rest of your life without a syllabus telling you what comes next. And if this video made you feel a little less alone or made you realize that everyone is just figuring it out more than it looks like, then that's honestly enough for me. So see you in the next one. Tab tak ke liye, tada.